Alright, so this, my friends, is part 3. I think, did I leave off at the twin part? I gotta keep up, I don't know. I think I left off at the twin part. I had been doing all the twin stuff, and I got all submerged, or I couldn't think of whatever it was. I got deeply involved in the fandom stuff, and so I started doing the twin pics, and everybody started liking it, and then it just became like my thing. It was just what I was doing. So yeah, anyway, so then her birthday came, and I was doing all the twin stuff, and then I was on Instagram, and I started to get more followers, and I started making more friends, and I like met some of my best friends, and then what the heck happened? I'm trying to think how, like, I got on Twitter and stuff like that, but I didn't, like, Instagram people were more welcoming to me. The Twitter people, it felt, I'm not going to say they are, because I don't know anything about them, but it felt cliquey. Like, it felt like you couldn't really, like, you know, you could kind of talk to some people, but they all kind of, like, you know, like, if it's like me and my best friends. I'm doing my best friend thing, and then somebody else tries to, like, talk with us, and you kind of feel like, oh, I'm not really in, you know what I mean? Not like we're doing it on purpose, like, oh, they were trying to be mean to me, like, you're not a part of us. But it just kind of just felt like, you know, I never really knew what the heck they were talking about. I don't tweet often. This is not a good angle for my neck. I was like, I didn't tweet often, you know, so it was just kind of like, I felt, you know, out of place or whatever. So, anyway, there was a girl on there, D, and I love her. Like, I fangirl over her. It's weird, right? But anyway, she writes fanfic, and she's just a nice person. Anyway, so we found out our birthdays were close to each other, and I had saw a tweet that she tweeted or something, or she posted, and she changed the days of the week. She was like, this is how they're supposed to be. It's supposed to be Sungate, Mungate, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sungate, or whatever, however. And so, and I think like Mariska favorited it or retweeted it or something like that, and I was like, that is the most genius idea ever, and I was so excited about it. And so, our birthdays are like 5 days apart. So I was like, oh my god, I can make her a calendar with the correct how the days should be on the calendar, and then I can even like change the months too, like Novemberishka, you know, like that kind of thing, you know how it works. And our birthday's in September, so I did like Septemberishka, Octoberishka, Novemberishka, Decemberishka, just the ending of the thing, because it was already like September or something like that. And so I had made her this calendar, and I was going to give it to her, but I didn't know like how. I was like, maybe I'll mail it or something like that. Anyway, so we kind of like started talking a little bit more, and like we were talking on Insta and all that kind of stuff. So then we were talking this one time, and she had posted a picture of Mariska's like blue shoes or something, and I wanted to repost it, and I was like, can I post this picture? Because people are freaking crazy when it comes to like credit and stuff. I'm not saying she was per se, but like I asked her, because I was like, I'm not trying to get in trouble with nobody, because people are like, that's my picture, you better give me my credit, you better give me that credit. And I was like, oh, you know, I was like, so excuse me, master of the picture, man, please post this again so that we don't fight, you know. She was like, girl, I don't care, go ahead, post the picture, whatever, like that. And I was like, cool. So then she had asked me, she was like, you going to Paley Fest? And I was like, what's Paley Fest? I didn't even know about it. She was like, girl, they having Paley Fest. And she was like, I got some tickets and blah, 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 and the tickets going to sell at this time. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't know about this. How did I not know about this? So I started freaking out. But then she was like, it's not that expensive, probably like $40, maybe $50 at the most or something like that. So I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I have to get to this Paley Fest thing. Mariska's going to be there. Like, oh my God, I'm like freaking out. So I called my aunt. I'm like, listen, I don't have the money right now, but the tickets are going on sale. And I was like, I'm getting paid on Friday, and I'll pay you back, but it's like $40. Can you please buy me this ticket? I really want to go to this thing. Mariska's going to be there. SVU's going to be there. I'm going to see everybody. I was like freaking out. So my aunt was like, all right, cool, yeah, I got you. So she bought me a ticket. And then, like, in the meantime, I was like really good friends with Pam and Cindy. And then Cindy, I think, either did she not know about it or she knew about it, and Cindy was like, hey, I got tickets to Paley Fest, do you want to go with me? And then I was like, well, I got a ticket, but maybe Pam wants to go because they both lived in Maryland. And I was like, I was just talking to my friend Pam. My friend Pam was like, listen, even if you can't get there, like whatever like that, we are going and I'm going to take you. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I was like, talk to her. And then like we were all trying to like work it out. And then we all got tickets and we were like all going to go together. So then like they both were from Maryland, so I had already met Pam before. Like me and Pam, we met, we had lunch together, we like hung out, we hit it off like immediately. We were like, oh my god, we're best friends, I love you, I love you. So it was like cool. And then Cindy, she's such a nice person. Like she always encouraging me every time I was singing and stuff on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. So we kind of got close like that. And then she was also from Maryland, so she was like, let's meet before we like take this long trip together. I was like, cool deal. We met, we had dinner together. It was amazing. We took pictures. It was great. So then Paley Fest was coming up, and we were like, we're all going together. So like they came to my house. We went outside. We took pictures together and all this kind of stuff. We got dressed, and we went to Paley Fest. So, girl, oh my god. So we get to Paley Fest, and we see all the other girls that were going to be there. I see Dee and like Nicole, and I think Gina was there, and Sarah, and Amanda, and Radio, and I think Colleen. I don't want to forget anybody, but I think that's everyone. And we were all there, and we like took pictures together, and we were like introducing ourselves, but they all kind of knew each other. And then I saw my bestie Rebecca, and then Rebecca came across the street. I was so excited, I screamed and like ran and hugged her. And then like we all went over there. We were like taking pictures and stuff. Then we went out to eat together, and of course we were doing the whole Mariska thing, talking about how perfect Mariska is, how she's beautiful, who had these pictures, who's this person, who's that person on here, blah, 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 talking and yapping it up. And we went to like this really expensive place. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to have to sell my first kid to eat here. And then, so yeah, then we like walked around for a little bit, then we went and like got our little tickets and stuff. But since we were standing there early, they gave us our tickets already, so they were like, here's y'all's tickets, we'll just give them to y'all now. So we were all excited. A couple of us, I think only 4 of us were like inside the theater, and then the rest of them had the like backup tickets, but they were like, if they got like, if we were there on time, they started to have open seats, they'll just send them in type deal. But we were already there, so they got like the first numbers to get them in the theater. So we like left, and then we came back, and then like they were letting us in, and we were getting all excited and stuff. And then so like we're sitting down, and we're in there, and we're like taking pictures and everything like that. And then like people are filling in, and we're all happy, and like we're seeing different stuff, and we're like, oh my god, look, that's this person. And we're like freaking out because we thought they were going to be sitting behind us, because they were like, oh, the panelists are going to be back here. Then we were like, oh my god, because we're like 3 rows, and we were like, oh my god, Mariska's going to be right behind us. We were like freaking out, but it was cool. So then it turned out that our whole entire group ended up getting in. So like we all got into like the regular theater thing, and we got to see one of the episodes before it came out, because we were there I think on a Monday, and the episode came out on Wednesday, so we saw it first. And we were like, of course, watching it and commenting and doing all this kind of stuff, and then they came out. Oh my god, they came out. So like they're calling people, and we're like, woo, we're clapping, and they come out, and I think it was like not Sunny, damn it. I think it was like Peter, Raul, Danny, like Ice-T, then they called Mariska, and we were like, ah! Like everybody went crazy. And then it was like Warren and Julie, and Dick was there, and then there was like another guy, but I don't know exactly like what his thing was, but he did like most of the talking. And so then they were like, all right, we're going to do like the thing, and like they were all talking. It was amazing. Like, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, I cannot believe that I am like in the same room as Mariska right now. Like Mariska Hargitay is breathing the same air that I'm breathing in this same room. I was like freaking out, and it was crazy. And then of course, so like we're sitting there and they're talking, they're doing all this kind of stuff, and they're telling us different stuff, and they're talking, and we're just watching her, and we're like taking a million fucking pictures. They told us, I gotta stop cussing. We're taking a million pictures. They told us we couldn't video, so I'm like taking pictures. Like I could have made a video with all the pictures I took though, for real. So we're sitting there, we're doing all this kind of stuff, and then my friend Pam, oh my god, so they were giving like the mic away and everything like that. So then Pam got the mic, and then Pam was like, she made Mariska cry though. She was like, Mariska, do you understand the magnitude of? I don't even remember what she said, but Mariska was like, thank you, we were like, oh shit, and then we were all excited because she had on like that see-through shirt. I think the back was see-through, like, because you could see like the red bra on the side. I was like, what? And I was like, is she wearing a see-through shirt? Oh my god! And she just looked so freaking beautiful. So like we were in there, and then like we basically had to go leave, but they were still there. We was trying to get our pictures and stuff, so we didn't want to like leave, but they was kicking us out. They was like, get out, go outside. I was like, really, y'all gonna make us go outside? It was raining. I was like, y'all rude. So I'm gonna stop it right there, because again we are approaching I can't even speak English. Approaching the 10-minute mark. So I'm gonna stop it here, but I'm gonna continue. in part 4 of the Paley Fest thing. Y'all is in for a treat.